All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're taking a close look at a machine you've probably seen everywhere, the Breville Barista Express. But, this isn't going to be your typical review. We're going deep, looking at this thing after 4 solid years of daily use.
So that leads us to the big question, right? Is Amazon's #1 best-selling espresso machine still the one you should buy today? After all this time, with all the new gadgets out there, does it actually hold up? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out.
And look, our whole analysis here is built on some serious long-term experience. 4 years. That's more than enough time for that new machine excitement to fade and for you to see what it's really made of. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the good stuff. What is it that makes this machine so incredibly popular? I think it really boils down to 2 things: the amazing coffee you can make and the whole experience of making it yourself.
And this right here, this is the core of its appeal. The Barista Express is not one of those automatic pod machines. No way. It's fully manual. And that means you have to get your hands dirty. You have to learn the craft. You're not just pushing a button, you're going through the same exact process as a barista at your favorite coffee shop.
So, after 4 years, what really stands out? Well, for one, you can get genuinely incredible cafe-quality coffee out of it, and for the price, around £600, the value is just fantastic. Plus, even though it's a consumer machine, it's proven to be way more durable than you might think, and it's got this nice compact design that'll fit in pretty much any kitchen.
And I mean, when we say durable, get this. This exact machine was literally shipped across the world in a plain old cardboard box, which is a huge gamble, and it came out the other side perfectly fine. It's even tough enough to get packed up for road trips and camping, because let's be honest, life's too short for bad coffee, even in the woods. Just think about the sheer amount of work this thing has done. We're talking 4 to 6 coffees every single day, for 4 years straight. And the verdict is that it really hasn't skipped a beat. I mean, that is just an incredible stamp of approval for its reliability. Okay, but let's be real. No machine is perfect, right? Especially one at this price. So to give you the whole story, we've got to talk about the trade-offs, the things you give up, and the downsides that have definitely made themselves known over the years. So let's get into the nitty-gritty for a second. This machine has what's called a single boiler. What does that mean for you? Well, it means you can't brew your espresso and steam your milk at the same time. You have to pull your shot first, and then you flip a switch and wait for it to get ready to steam. The Big Boy Pro machines, they have dual boilers, so they can do both at once, which makes for a much faster workflow. So if we boil it all down, there are really 2 main drawbacks. First, that single boiler situation we just talked about, and second, the steam wand pressure, well, it's not the greatest. It absolutely works, and you can get beautifully textured milk, but it just takes a bit longer to heat up and get going compared to more expensive machines. Okay, so how does all this stuff actually affect your morning coffee routine? Understanding the machine's pros and cons is one thing, but knowing the process and having the right gear, that's what's really going to make your coffee sing. Now, I know this might look a little intense, but once you get into the rhythm of it, it becomes this really quick and honestly, super satisfying little ritual. You weigh your beans so every shot is consistent. You grind, you use a little tool to distribute the grounds evenly. You tamp it down nice and firm, and then you pull your shot. The goal is that magic ratio, about twice as much water out as coffee in around 30 seconds. But to really nail that process, there are a few extra toys that are, well, I'd say they're pretty much essential. A digital scale with a timer, non-negotiable. It's how you repeat great results. A dosing funnel just keeps your countertop from becoming a mess of coffee grounds. A WDT tool helps break up clumps, which is super important for a balanced shot. And a knockbox and a good cloth, they just make the whole cleanup process way less of a chore. And listen up, because this might be the single most important tip in this whole explainer. If you live somewhere with hard water, please do not use water straight from the tap. The reviewer started having all sorts of issues, clogging, leaking, and they all just vanished after switching to filtered water. Seriously, this one simple change can save you so much headache down the line. So, let's bring it all home. After 4 years, thinking about the good, the bad, and everything in between, what's the final verdict? Is the Breville Barista Express still worth your hard-earned money today? This chart really puts it all into perspective. For what you pay, this machine delivers incredibly high performance. To get to that next tier, that truly professional level, you're not just spending a little more money, you're taking a massive leap in price. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? To get a machine that makes a coffee that is noticeably, significantly better, you have to start spending well over £1,000, maybe £1,500 or more. The Barista Express just lives in this perfect sweet spot where the quality you get is way, way beyond its price tag.
So after 4 years of being put through the ringer, day in and day out, the final recommendation is actually really simple and clear. Yes, if you want to get into the true art of making espresso at home and you don't want to completely empty your bank account, this is still the one to get.
Because at the end of the day, this machine isn't just about a beverage. It's about taking on a new skill, a rewarding hobby. It puts you in complete control. So the final question really isn't just about the machine itself, it's about you. Are you ready to be your own barista?